Hello friends, I am from Biology faculty of QLS Academy. Today we are going to learn about tissues. I am sure you will all enjoy today's learning. Let's start with our lesson of today. Now let's talk about second type of tissue, that is permanent tissue. Now it is a question to think about. What happens to the cell formed by the meristematic tissue? जो cells meristematic tissue ने बनाया उनका अब आगे क्या रोल है? They take up a definite shape and size to perform specific function when they reach maturity. This type of tissues are actually permanent tissues. Permanent tissues are those tissues which have lost the ability to divide any further. मतलब ये और आगे divide नहीं कर सकते. Cells of permanent tissues are matured, assumes definite shape, size and function. Permanent tissues are further divided into simple permanent tissues and complex permanent tissues. Simple permanent tissues are homogeneous and composed of structurally and functionally similar cells. हमने वर्ड यूज़ किया homogeneous, मतलब एक जैसे, सारे cells एक जैसे होंगे. Simple permanent can further be categorized into parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma based on their functions. Now let's talk about these in detail. Parenchyma. The word parenchyma just means the bulk of a thing, but in plants specifically, parenchyma cells are thin-walled cells that make up the inside of many non-woody plant structures including stem, roots and leaves. It is generally present in all organs of the plant. Cells in parenchyma tissue are thin-walled and unspecialized, so they can be used for multiple purposes in the plant. They are living tissues and cell wall is made up of cellulose. Parenchyma cells may be oval, spherical, rectangular or cylindrical. Parenchyma cells can serve many functions. Their role is largely based on their location in the plant that can determine whether they will serve in storage, photosynthesis or damage repair. They make up the inner layer of the leaves. These cells are photosynthetic, meaning they are the cells in plant that make up food from the sunlight. Next is collenchyma. If you take a look at a plant surrounding you, you can see that they stand up. Plant हमेशा सीधे खड़े होते हैं. How does that happen? Plant के पास हमारे जैसे bones तो होते नहीं हैं, but they have simple tissue called collenchyma that keeps them erect. Collenchyma is a simple permanent tissue typically found in shoots and leaves of the plants. Collenchyma have cell walls that are much thicker than other type of plant cells. Thick cell होने के साथ ही collenchyma cells की cell wall भी flexible होती है जिससे plant bend कर सकता है. Collenchyma cells provide structural support particularly in growing shoots and leaves due to the thickened corners, जैसे कि bones हमारे body में करते हैं. Plants are exposed to numerous structural challenges and without these cells, most plants would be too fragile to withstand the damages caused by heavy rains, high winds and other stresses. Now, last is the sclerenchyma. When you think of a mature plant, you might think of a tall tree. You probably assume all the cells are alive and they are healthy in this adult plant. However, some type of tissues actually die before they become mature and do their job. Sclerenchyma is one of those tissues. They are present in all kinds of plants including grasses, trees and flowering plants. These are kind of hard woody cells that serve the function of support in plants. Mature sclerenchyma cells are dead cells that are heavily thickened walls containing lignin. Such cells occur in many different shapes and sizes. This tissue is present in stems, around vascular bundles, in the veins of leaves and in the hard covering of seeds and nuts. Now, there is special kind of tissue called as epidermis tissue. You may have heard at some point that your skin is the largest organ in your body. Besides being large, your skin is very important because it protects everything underneath from the diseases, temperature and other physical damages that may occur. Similarly, in plants, the epidermis is a single layer of cells that cover plants' leaves, flowers, roots and stems. It is the outermost cell layer of plant body and plays a protective role in the plant. This layer represents the point of contact between plant and outer environment. Epidermis tissue एक protective tissue है जो internal tissues को किसी भी injury से बचाता है. Subsidiary functions like storage of water, mucilage, secretion and though rarely even photosynthesis may also be carried on. Now last, complex permanent tissue. Till now we discussed about tissues consisting of only single type of cells, but there are also tissues which comprises of more than single types of cells. These are actually complex permanent tissue. The complex permanent tissue are also known as vascular tissue or conducting tissue since they are involved in the movement of various chemical substances throughout the plant body. This movement is actually known as translocation. Xylem and phloem are the complex tissues which constitute the component parts of the vascular bundle. They form the vascular tissues. Xylem. Now, how do plants get water? Have you ever thought about that? Some trees are hundreds of feet tall. How does the water get to the top from the deep in the ground? The answer is in complex tissue called as xylem. Xylem tissue is made up of long tube-like cells that create channel for water and minerals to flow through them. The tissue composing xylem are tracheids, vessels, fibers and parenchyma. The vessels and tracheids are non-living at maturity and are hollow to allow the transport of water. Both vessels and tracheids have lignin in their secondary walls which provide additional strength and support. Of the above mentioned cells, only the parenchyma cells are living and the rest are dead. These parenchyma cells store food while fibers provide mechanical support. Next is phloem. हमारी मम्मी ने हमारी पसंद की डिश बनाई, हमने खाना खाया. Now have you ever thought where does the food go? As it flows through your stomach to your intestine, sugars are absorbed into the blood and transported all over the body. Plants have a similar system called as phloem. Like xylem, phloem is a network of tube-like cells, but instead of water in xylem, phloem transport the sugars made during photosynthesis around the plants. It is composed of sieve elements, companion cell, parenchyma and some fibers. Sieve elements are conducting cells which transport sucrose. Parenchyma cells store food for transport in phloem. Companion cells are associated with parenchyma cells and control the activities of sieve tube. Finally, fibers are unspecialized cells and supportive cells. So, to conclude this lesson, we have learned all plant tissues, their types, their sub-classification and their function. In next lesson, we will learn about animal tissues. Hope you enjoyed today's learning. For any further information or you have any doubt, kindly go to the following link.